Namaste Mitron. Welcome back to Movie Community College. Marinam Tish Hay, the Warrior Queen. Or if you're new, welcome to Movie Community College.
Okay.
It's true.
Yes, very true, very true. If you're new, please see Shubham. He will show you how to get to homeroom and will give you your itinerary. And if you see one of the Patreon Platoon Parliament paratroopers, make sure that you salute them. They are the ranking officers in charge here. And that's Dean, the ice cream, the creamery intern that is... Jug, that is Sammy, that is Satya. Not the movie. Great movie, though. Satya was a great movie. Don't you think so?
I do.
Now,
and we have a review of that on our channel.
Yeah, Satya was a great gangster film. Now, I'm going to speak from a personal, but we're not going to use anybody's names because we don't want to embarrass anybody. But we have had friends in the past that have shown poor judgment in picking a boyfriend or girlfriend, a husband or wife.
Yeah.
And then it turns out to be a disaster.
Yes.
Right? You just look at it and you're like, oh, this is doomed. This is terrible.
Yeah.
And you and I saw it coming because we looked at it and said, so what happens when our kind of, we used to be friends with Pakistan starts dating China? How is that relationship going to work out? I think a normal person can say, this isn't going to work out at all. You think you're going to find happiness in this relationship? It's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, two totalitarian governments. What could go
wrong?
wrong?
One's like totalitarian junior. Like, it wants to be totalitarian, but it can't even figure out,
They have some issues.
Yeah. So I got this video here, and it's Chinese nationalists getting in the fist fight with Pakistani police.
Oh, dear. Okay. They don't have their own engineers to construct roads? Wow. So,
well, that's it?
I'm curious. Does red light area mean the same thing over there that it means here?
Well, we would call it a red light district.
Right.
And
but
that's
does it mean
Vice.
the same thing?
I don't know. I'm going to assume it does, because that would be Vice. That would be a place where you could drink, get drugs, prostitution, anything like that. And they're typically in seedy parts of town.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pakistani red light district means.
Right. I'm curious to know if that's the same thing.
You can get a pork sandwich. Does that it's red light district? Maybe the girl has her burqa down and her nose is showing. I don't know. Is that red light district? Is that
what I'm getting to is if it does mean the same thing there as it means here, and you don't want the Chinese engineers going there, how about you just don't have the red light district? How about you just get rid of it for the protection of the Pakistani women?
I was hoping for a fist fight to happen, because I wanted to gauge on the logic. And do you remember this logic from the schoolyard? If I beat up Joe and Chris lost to Joe, therefore I can beat up Chris.
Right.
Even though I might not be able to, right? So
you wanted to see.
Yes, we know India can beat up Chinese all day long.
And they can beat up.
Can a Pakistani beat up a Chinese? Or does a Chinese beat up a Pakistan, which means India can beat up Pakistan? But I think they could probably do that anyway.
We already know that India can do that anyway.
But I wanted to see it. I was curious.
Yeah.
Only on a scientific basis.
Of course.
This is only scientific as the professor, my own social experiment.
Right.
So,
well, they didn't show us that. So.
They didn't show us that. And
I'm still also just wondering, why don't you have your own engineers to construct your roads?
Because we took our engineers away.
No, what I'm saying is the neighbors to the west, they don't have engineers there?
I don't know if you know this, but the neighbors to the west suck really bad.
I do know.
Did you
I'm
know
just
that?
saying. Perhaps if they took some of their government spending away from their pet project, and like actually put it into infrastructure, they could actually build a successful country, like roads.
Yes, well, or they could maybe not be so nasty to the Indians, and the Indians would come help them.
Yeah.
Maybe an Indian company could make some money
Yeah.
and build the roads for you.
Right. Okay.
Anyways,
so there's that.
so no fist fight. I'm disappointed, and I'm surprised the Chinese were that nasty towards Pakistani police.
You're surprised?
We would have been arrested. For
I'm
that.
not surprised at that.
It's almost entitlement, like.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. Anyways, so thank you for watching, and make sure you make fun of the neighbors to the west.
Okay. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Hello guys, this is Kareem. I hope you're doing well. And as you know, the professor has resisted Patreon for a long time. But now is the time for Movie Community College to offer Patreon. And you may be asking, why now? Well, for several reasons. One, we want to make documentaries, and those have a cost to them. Two, we want to make short films, and those also will have a cost to them as well. Three, we're going to take legal action, all the proper precautions to do reaction videos. So if you're excited about this and you want to get some amazing swag from Movie Community College and some awesome rewards, then definitely help support Movie Community College by checking out the Patreon link below this video.
Well, hey guys, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you some real footage of what the red light area, they're calling it area, in English we would say district, tomato though, what it really looks like in Pakistan. So I got footage here that was taken of the secret red light area, and again, red light area has to do with vice. Usually, some form of prostitution, drug use, alcohol use, speakeasies, that kind of thing. So let's take a look at that. But you need to be careful because it can get out of hand.